Back last April, I showed up basically a code green alarm at the YMCA at El Camino, and it was a medical alarm. I responded, showed up to the men's locker room where I found Hardy Jones struggling to breathe. He was complaining of arm pain as well as chest pain. Him being a retired surgeon, he was letting me know that he was dealing with symptoms of a heart attack. So I laid him down, started talking to him, getting him to calm down. Juan showed up with oxygen.
When I got there, I seen Mr. Jones on the ground, and he was telling us that he had a pain in his heart. The time was going on, the pains gradually was getting a little more stronger.
We assumed he was going to be going into cardiac arrest at that point because he wasn't able to talk to us anymore, and based off the training we've experienced, a shortness of breath, not being able to talk. He kept arcing his back because he's just reaching for that last breath that he could take, and that's when we basically knew it was starting to go down south and we needed to start looking at the AED so we could get a heart rhythm in case we needed a shock. He also, at one point, to back up, Hardy actually dialed on his cell phone and called his wife to let her know that she needs to come pick up the dog out of the car because he was having a heart attack. Paramedics showed up, and quick response time, I think it felt like forever, but it definitely was probably quicker than we expect. When they showed up, they went to work. We ended up, I believe, shocking Hardy. They shocked him about 4 or 5 times between the Y and getting to the hospital.
I ended up going to the hospital because your adrenaline is extremely high, and I needed to know. I needed to be able to feel. I hope he's doing well. I hope because he was a fighter. That's one thing you could see. He was not going to give up. It wasn't his time. He was not ready, and he was in a fight. And so I felt that what we did our job. We did what we were trained to do.
It's nice to be able to have, a situation like this that obviously ended positive and be able to reflect on that and share that moment to let people know that, there is always a positive outlook. And by getting trained and being prepared, sometimes you can help fix the situation so that way it doesn't have to end in a negative aspect.